For the day, there's probably going to be quite a few musings because I only really get to make videos about the week. Well, for this week anyway, on a Friday. So an interesting scenario has presented itself to me through the mirror that is my job. And it has to do with patterning that I saw in myself a couple months ago. And it had to do with the fact that I witnessed, as showed in my physical life, I was a chameleon and an energetic chameleon. I never exerted myself above and beyond somebody else. I always subordinated. I had this notion that by creating harmony in the immediate area around me, even though it was very violent and volatile, that I would create a safe place to exist within. But what I learned to do is give away my power. Rather than being powerful, I subordinated to all the energies around me to blend it in so that there was no resistance in any way. I didn't trigger people, and then I assumed the triggering. I assumed the violence. I assumed the betrayal, and I tried with all my might never to harm. But by never speaking my truth, I was never fully honest. And that led to a pattern of resentment. I resented being this, being that, not being this, not being that. And it created great disharmony within me, and it made me constantly create situations in my external life to see the patterning so that I could finally overcome and release it. So my patterning is I love you, let me take on your karma. I love you, so I won't tell you that you're being really cruel right now. I love you, so go ahead and treat me like crap, and that's okay, because I'm not ever going to tell you that what you've done's hurt me. I'm just going to hold peace, send you love, and internalize the wounding that I just occurred for you because I love you. Now, is that helpful? I don't see how. And that's the pattern that I've seen at work by having two particular people that are puffed up into extreme power. I was then forced to face, how do I manage? How do I manage my work environment, my home environment, my spiritual environment, my third dimensional creation? Giving my power away so that I don't trigger anyone around me. What a brilliant way to stay invisible, to not own one's power. So an announcement was made on a critical day at the said employment that when I thought I was going to be fired, there was an announcement from the ones I call the ones with no names, that history was going to be rewritten. And I've been in a no man's land since, because there's been no follow-up as to what happened in a meeting that was supposed to be secret, that I wasn't supposed to know anything about, where these key staff went and complained about me. But I was told by many of the officers afterwards that it was in fact very beneficial and was going to now give me the structure I needed to create a different environment. Well, we'll see. So what is this different environment? Well, the biggest mistake I made at work, which is a mirror for absolutely everything I've ever done in this, especially this incarnation, and maybe possibly others, is I catered to bullies and people that showed aggression towards me at the expense of everyone else around me, including myself. So looking at it now, I'm like, oh, that made sense of what I was told, as in, when you give your power away, you cannot create from the power that you are. And I realized that by being somebody who had power, somebody who was awake, and somebody who was manifesting, creating templates on earth, look what I was creating. I was contributing to mass consciousness, victimhood, slavery, non-power, all these things. And I felt that that's how I had to serve. I had to serve at the expense of myself. I didn't matter. I was okay. I could handle it. But you know what? The external mirrors tend to be to the contrary, you know? And so I realized that the wonderment I have inside, I can now begin to manifest, and it's not selfish. It's the template I carry to manifest here so that I and others do not have to experience the codependent, almost consumption-based reality of I either overpower you or you overpower me. I consume you or I am consumed. Dipped my toe in, totally got consumed. Did I want to go into the overpowering? No. Was I ever going to stand my ground if it meant confronting others? No. But now I'm given the extreme realization that it's not about that, the struggle of power, but it's the weaving together of powerful love in my own dance. And that powerful love means I came in here with a template. I came here with a job to do. And I've been dinking around trying to put out little tiny fires, rather than maybe making a really big one that burns it all down. That's the indigo in me. But the golden in me is like, raise above, you know, send the codes in, bring the new rhythms, change everything, rather than constantly playing ping pong where I'm bouncing the ball back and forth. Am I going to win? Am I going to win? Am I going to win? Go play another game. Go play another game of what could I manifest today that would contribute to the enrichment of humanity? What nobleness within myself can I focus on and bring that in so that I no longer even entertain stepping in? And that brings me into stepping into other people's holograms, which is a whole other subject, because that's what I've been doing, and that's a whole other subject.